The early 1960s. A time of change. The youth wanted something different. They craved speed. They craved excitement. Ford, the giant of American automobiles, was caught napping. Their cars? Big, heavy, boring. Not what the young bucks were after. Across the Atlantic, things were different. Enzo Ferrari, a man who lived and breathed racing, was building something else. His cars were sleek, powerful, and sexy. Ferraris were winning races, capturing hearts, and leaving Ford in the dust. Henry Ford II, grandson of the company's founder, knew something had to change. Ford needed a jolt, a shot of adrenaline. They needed to win, and win big. Where better to make a statement than Le Mans? The 24 hours of Le Mans, the ultimate test of man and machine. Ford set their sights on conquering the world's most grueling race. Ford had a plan. Why build from scratch when you can buy the best? They approached Enzo Ferrari with an offer to buy his company. Ferrari, a proud Italian stallion, scoffed. He saw Ford as a clunky, mass-produced bore. He would never sell his soul to them. The rejection stung. It wounded Ford's pride. Henry Ford II, fueled by anger and ambition, declared war. We're going to beat Ferrari at their own game, he vowed. And so, the battle lines were drawn. Ford versus Ferrari. The American giant versus the Italian maestro. It was personal. Ford poured resources into a secret project, the GT40. This was no ordinary car. It was a purpose-built racing machine designed to dominate Le Mans. They enlisted Carroll Shelby, a Texan racer with a knack for building winning cars. Shelby brought with him Ken Miles, a brilliant but temperamental driver, a man who could wring every ounce of speed from a car. The development was fraught with challenges. The GT40 was a beast, powerful but difficult to tame. Miles pushed the car and the team to their limits, testing, tuning, and refining. There were setbacks, crashes, and near misses. But slowly, surely, the GT40 began to show its potential. Section 4. Triumph and Tragedy at Le Mans, 1966, Le Mans. The stage was set for the ultimate showdown. Ford arrived with a fleet of GT40s ready to take on the might of Ferrari. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation. This was more than just a race, it was a clash of titans. The race itself was a spectacle. The roar of engines, the smell of burning rubber, the blur of cars flashing by. The Ford GT40s, driven with grit and determination, battled wheel-to-wheel with the Ferraris. The lead changed hands countless times. Ken Miles, in the #1 car, was in a class of his own, pushing his GT40 to its absolute limit. As the race entered its final hours, it was a three-way battle between two Ford GT40s and a lone Ferrari. Miles was leading, but a late order from Ford management, eager for a photo finish, instructed him to slow down. Heartbroken but obedient, Miles complied. He crossed the finish line first, but the victory, due to a technicality, was handed to another Ford driver. Miles, the true champion that day, was robbed of his moment of glory. Section 5. The Legacy of Speed. The 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans cemented Ford's place in motorsport's history. They had done what many thought impossible, beaten Ferrari on their home turf. The rivalry, born out of rejection and fueled by ambition, pushed both companies to build some of the greatest racing cars the world had ever seen. The Ford versus Ferrari battle went beyond the track. It captured the imagination of the public, inspiring books, documentaries, and even a Hollywood blockbuster. The story of their rivalry, with its blend of speed, drama, and corporate intrigue, continues to resonate with audiences today. It's a story about the relentless pursuit of excellence, the thrill of competition, and the enduring allure of speed.